Hey guys, Sean Paulson here, and it's time for my video lesson government project on the circular flow model. I'm sure you can infer from the title and my raging enthusiasm that this will be an exciting and fun-filled video. In economics, the term circular flow model refers to a simple economic model which describes the reciprocal circulation of income between producers and consumers. In the circular flow model, the interdependent entities of producer and consumer, which I'm going to be calling businesses and households from now on, provide each other with different types of money in order to facilitate the flow of income. The whole idea is that all this money stays in constant circulation. I mean, of course, there are leakages in the circulation of money, like personal savings, but when we're in equilibrium, leakages equal injections, so this point is irrelevant and used solely to waste time. So this is what a fully decked out circular flow model looks like. It seems a bit complicated at first. I mean, there's like 50 arrows in there, a bunch of symbols, boxes. It's craziness. Well, not really. I mean, it's pretty simple, but the best way to understand it is to start off with something a lot simpler. So here we have businesses and households. Obviously, we know that households buy products from businesses, and the employees of those businesses bring money back to the households as wages. This circle represents the flow of money between businesses and households. Simple enough, right? Let's kind of flip this 180 degrees and look at it again. In order to earn those wages, the employees have to do work at the businesses, effectively inputting human resources to the business. And in order for the businesses to make money, they have to output goods and services, which then go to the households. It's still pretty simple. Time to take this a few steps further. We've still got businesses and households, but in order to get a little more in depth, we need to add two more boxes. The first is the resource market, and the second is the products market. I don't think I need to explain what these are. The first circle is still the flow of money, and it's almost exactly the same. Businesses spend their money on resources they need in order to conduct business. The money then flows to households as income, wages, rents, and interest. Households spend their money in the products market, which is consumption. Businesses then receive the revenues from their goods and services that were purchased in the products market. With that, money has completed its flow in this model. And now for the second circle. This one's a little different from last time though. Households provide resources for the resource market in four different ways. The first is the human resource, which is just labor. The second is by providing land for businesses to expand. The third is capital through the buying of stocks, and the fourth is providing entrepreneurial ability to companies. Resources are then allocated to businesses to provide their goods and services. Those goods and services then become available in the product market, which are then obtained by households through their consumption spending. So, by this point, you should have a good understanding of how businesses and households interact in the different markets. And now it's time to add our best friends into the mix, the government. And since they're just so special, they get a box right in the middle of everything. The government's relation to each of the four boxes is pretty simple, and you should be able to logic it out on the AP exam if you can't remember right away. Households and businesses are similar. The arrows coming into the government from those boxes represent, obviously, taxes, and the arrow going out to households is transfer payments like Social Security, and the arrow going to businesses is subsidies. So basically all these are just a direct transfer of money, each having a particular name. The government's interaction with the two markets are also very easy to remember. The government gives money to the resource market in exchange for various resources, and guess what? They give money to the product market for various products. So, now we're right back where we started. Not too complicated, is it? The circular flow model is very, very simple and very easy to understand. You just have to work your way through each individual step. So, let's review. Households provide resources. Businesses use those resources in order to make their businessy stuff. Households need that stuff. And by purchasing that stuff, businesses make money. Then the businesses buy more resources with that money to make more stuff. And that money finds its way back to the households as wages, rents, and interests. Then the government shows up and does what it does best. It starts taking people's money. But they're nice enough to get some of it back as transfer payments and subsidies. The government also buys resources from the resource market and buys products from the products market. And that's really all there is to it. If you can go through each one of these steps, you've mastered the circular flow model. I bet you're excited.